Today's reading is found in Matthew chapter 13, verses 31 to 34. We're going to look in particular at verse 33. I really appreciate Jesus choosing to compare the kingdom of heaven to the process of yeast leavening bread. I love the texture and the taste of light, fluffy bread that results from the yeast consuming sugar and producing carbon dioxide, causing flour dough to rise as it bakes. I much prefer it to unleavened flat bread. To eat leavened bread is one of life's pleasurable experiences. So I'm thankful that Jesus, having on many occasions enjoyed delicious leavened bread, and having thanked the diligent woman or women who made it for him, saw a connection to the kingdom of heaven. Out of his pleasurable experience of eating leavened bread day by day, Jesus told this short story. He said, "The kingdom of heaven is like yeast that a woman took and hid within 3 measures of flour until all of it was leavened." As you would expect, when Jesus tells one of his short stories, it contains some strange and curious things. And I will comment on 2 curious things that I noticed in the story. The first is this. While the New International Version translates that the woman mixed in yeast, I understand that the Greek word more literally means to hide. I suspect that the NIV translators are assuming that she mixed the yeast through the dough because that is what a woman would normally do with yeast. But this woman has 3 measures of flour dough. That's about 27 kilos of flour. How on earth is the woman going to mix a little yeast through some 27 kilos of dough? It's not possible unless she's superhuman. What if we understand that what she did is what Jesus is reported to have said? She hid it in the dough. She simply put it in there and left the yeast to do the rest. And magically, this yeast fermented its way through all 27 kilos of dough, leavening all of it. What an amazing outcome. The growth of the kingdom is like that. It's magical. It doesn't need the skills of a talented baker using a powerful, heavy-duty mixing machine. The kingdom's growth happens naturally because of its inherent supernatural nature and powers. The kingdom grows organically because it is God penetrating and permeating. It's God infiltrating and captivating minds and hearts with the truth of his saving grace. This story confronts the nonsense of self-appointed experts promoting themselves and their books, their videos, their seminars, and their conferences to sell their proven techniques for manufacturing church growth. It confronts those who are planting and developing churches as if the health and growth of these churches is a business endeavor. It's the result of their human initiative, ingenuity, and talent. Charismatic, talented humans do not manufacture the growth of the kingdom of heaven. It is a creative work of God. The second strange and curious thing in this story is this. Why is she hiding some yeast into 27 kilos of flour? When all that dough is leavened, there will be enough bread for a lot of people. In fact, for a whole village of hundreds of people. Yes, from little things, big things grow. That certainly is a one-sentence summary of the story. But the moral of the story is that the growth of the kingdom of heaven is for the blessing, for the benefit and the enjoyment of many, many people. The church community is to be an exhibition of the kingdom of heaven growing and spreading across the earth. And that means that the church is to exhibit the results of kingdom growth, where the rule and the reign of God ferments and grows in hearts of people, in their minds and in their lives. There, division, hostility, hatred, enmity will have no place. The mission of the kingdom is not to intentionally make adversaries. It's to intentionally bless, to intentionally show kindness and generosity, to intentionally make peace, and to reconcile people with God and each other. The growth of the kingdom is for the blessing of all sorts of people sitting down and eating bread together in peace, in harmony, in love, in thankfulness, and inviting more and more to come and join God's household, to come and enjoy the benefits of God's generous provisions of mercy and grace.